When all configurations and mappings have been applied to the connector, it's time to start the connector processes. The connector must be initialized and activated as the last step in configuration, as this will begin the sync processes between Acumatica and Magento. Navigate to the Magento connector workspace in Acumatica and click Initialize. The connector initialization screen will be blank prior to initialization. Next, we'll click Initialize. When clicked, the connector will begin to create all generic inquiries, queues, schedules, and push notifications needed for the connector to function. When we see the green checkmark icon, all connector mechanisms will have been established. If we want, we can click Test Features. This will test to make sure all connector mechanisms are functioning properly. We're good to go. Once established, the connector can be activated. Click Activate, and all connector mechanisms will then activate. The connector is now enabled for sync. If you need to suspend connector activities, deactivating and uninstalling the connector can also be done in the Initialize screen. Click the Deactivate button at the top of the screen. You now have two options to choose from of what type of deactivation you'd like to have. Pausing the connector will suspend the transmission of messages between Acumatica and Magento, but the connector will still collect information that can be passed between systems to transmit once the connector is reactivated. Stopping the connector will suspend the transmission of messages between Acumatica and Magento. However, the messages that are made while the connector is deactivated will not be collected and not synced after it is reactivated. Let's click Stop Connector. This will then present us with the Uninstall button at the top of the screen. Click Uninstall, and the schedules, queues, generic inquiries, and push notification mechanisms will all be removed from the screen. It looks like the connector was successfully uninstalled.